Alright, this is my theory to practice presentation. First I'm going to talk about my philosophy. It takes more of a constructivist side, where learning occurs as learners are actively involved in a process of meaning and knowledge construction as opposed to passively receiving information. So not just dry lectures, students are constantly active throughout the lesson. Fostering critical thinking as well, so giving students the tools to think on a higher level that will help them retain the information better. Creating motivated and independent learners. So taking ownership in your learning is basically what this means, having something to be motivated about in your learning. Building on knowledge that the student already knows. So students have such a wide variety of knowledge and experiences to contribute to the class as a whole, so they can help heighten that information on a deeper level to other students and as the class as a whole. Less direct instruction and more inquiry-based activities. So having students come up with the answers on their own, but as the teacher supplying them with great questions that they can think in multiple ways. So it feels like they are taking ownership in their learning. And then discussing with other classmates, teachers, community members to heighten their knowledge is really important. This makes a more well-rounded student and helps just promote a more community-based aspect to ELA. My learning experiences in ELA, what worked for me was reading time. I loved to read. I loved having the choice to read my own book and having in-class time for that. And then also creative writing, also having a choice to what you're writing about. It can be a story. I love to write stories as well, so that worked for me. And then feeling free to ask questions, so not being afraid to, if you don't understand something or you have a question of any kind. And then ownership in my learning, again, when my teachers motivated me in some way, kind of pinpointed what I liked and then went with that. And then what didn't work, lectures, I feel like, again, just dry lectures, having information just spit at me didn't really help me that much. And then DOLs, we kind of talked about DOLs a little bit, didn't really help me as well because it just felt too structured for me. And then no collaboration when I had to just do my work on my own and I couldn't talk to anyone, just to even ask some questions. I didn't like. And then too many worksheets. I feel like some worksheets are okay and they help assess students, but there comes to a point where there can be too many worksheets, and so you have to find other ways to assess students. Some of the Common Core standards that I connected with this: 1, prepare for and participate effectively in a range of conversations and collaborations with diverse partners, building on others' ideas and expressing their own clearly and persuasively. So this makes more of a well-rounded student, one who can collaborate with others in the sense of building off others to heighten their knowledge. So feeding off each other, having everyone collaborate together is, I feel like, really important. And then the next one there, write routinely over extended time frames, time for research, reflection, and revision, and shorter time frames, a single sitting or a day or two for a range of task purposes and audiences. So this one, I feel like the more you write or read, the better you will be at it. Having that sense of consistency in the classroom as well is really important, and just having a routine in the classroom in ELA is important. And then the third one there, determine central ideas or themes of a text and analyze their development of the key supporting details and ideas. Sorry, kind of cut off there. For this one, for reading, it's a really great one to go by finding themes within a text or the main idea. Helps students stay on track with their reading, having them find that central idea, and will help create a deeper level of thinking when they're reading or writing or anything that they're doing in English language arts. What this looks like in the classroom, the teacher is more of a facilitator than instructor, gives students tools to express critical thinking skills and organization of thoughts and ideas. That one specifically, if students can't organize their thoughts and ideas, if teachers aren't giving them the tools to do that, then they won't be able to write very well. They won't be able to express what they're trying to get across very well. So giving them those tools, and then expect students to own their learning again, having them giving something for them to be motivated about, and then finding your own identity throughout ELA. Again, that kind of goes with owning your own learning, but finding something that they identify with in ELA and then going forward in that. Room to create and imagine, I feel like is really important in ELA, but also having a sense of rigor. So it's not just free writing, but they're sitting down with the teacher and figuring out ways to improve their writing or reading. And then my last one there, reading, just reading all the time is important. Having silent reading, reading with others. The more they read, the more they'll be better at reading and writing, and English language arts in general. So my vision with this, finding something that the student is passionate about is one of the most important things. I feel like it goes with identity, it goes with owning their learning. Once they find something that they are passionate about, they can just skyrocket. They can really get to some really key points. And then comprehending at a higher and critical level, so giving them those tools as the teacher will help them understand at a deeper level, and then giving them a voice, so voicing their opinion, and having either in reading or writing, but this can be shown in a lot of ways through ELA. So that is my presentation. Thank you very much.